when in reality it's a social problem that requires input from all sectors of the community. To you, the media, I promise I will be back to share with you the results of the interaction that I've had with my brothers and sisters from the various organizations that's within your city. Be they BD, be they GD, be they Stone, be they Lord. They all one nation in peace.
Hey.
So at this, if you have any questions, I want to ask them to the best of my ability.
Mr. Bradley, what have you accomplished? I see there are a lot of people here standing behind you. What does this mean?
What this means is before, as you know, if they live next door to one another over there, it would be shooting at this point. There would be no one playing basketball at this point. Some of these brothers would be fighting one another at this point over basketball, not over the game, just over the basketball. When I sat down and met with them last night and they said, hey Gator, if the city is sincere to give us a chance, like I was sharing with the mayor, to pump the H up in hope, to give us a chance to become productive citizens within Peoria, then they willing to sacrifice all the hatred they may have had towards one another. They willing to sacrifice any vengeance they may have had towards one another to work within the city to make the city better for themselves, their parents, and their children.
What happens if there is a conflict? How can they work now to resolve it better?
Well, the conflict how it's going to be worked out is like it's being worked out in Chicago. Where before, if me and this man was fighting over your wife, he would bring his nation in, I would bring my nation in. Now they come to a table and we say what we're fighting for is his wife. Simple things like that. You now have, if you have 4 nations here, that means you have 4 responsible brothers that's responsible for the guys that's behind them to sit down and iron things out before it get built off into something. One thing we all know, they all gladiators. If they want to take it one-on-one, then let it be one-on-one, but don't let it be a warring thing where they bringing everybody into it.
Mr. Bradley, person needs to step a little closer to the mic. You said that they want the city to work with them.
Yes.
How?
Okay.
What's your plan?
The plan is this. The first thing was for these guys to show that they are worthy of some concern. Okay? For them to let the world know that they know that there's resources within the city for various programs. Okay? Even to the point of making sure that they get a net for a basketball court. Okay? And I believe that Brother Mike, with the help of the mayor, the councilman at large, can put something together to make it work. I just came here. I don't know the name of the streets. Okay? But from what I saw the 2 days I've been here, the different programs that their agency over here behind me, what's that CAA agency has put together, has shown me that, hey, there's some programs that they can feel a part of, okay? They can join programs where if the mayor or the different developers that come to this town to build shopping centers can show them how to get off into a franchise, okay? It's,
Could you tell me what program that is CAA has? What programs does CAA have for the kids?
could you come up? Could you come up?
Let's talk about the Head Start program.
Right, you talking about the Head Start program? I don't know. The question that she asked to me, miss.
I said, you said they have programs over there that the kids can get involved. Can you tell me what programs they are?
Right. My whole move is this here. I already know your name. First of all, introduce yourself to me. So everybody can know who you are. Just don't be someone that's talking in the background. Come up and stand up here with me.
I'm not in the background.
I want to know, sir.
It could be a background, but I'm just asking
What
you a
programs
question.
do they have for the little kids?
Okay, now, that's what I was saying.
I wanna know.
Right,
I wanna
now,
know.
that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Here's your mayor,
Okay.
okay? Now, I believe, okay, that if these shorties is saying that they're trying to come together for peace, and you may have an idea about a program, okay? Here's your mayor, here's your councilman at large. You may have an idea about a program but can't get no funding.
Can I say what
Okay,
I'm saying?
wait a minute. Let me ask you a question.
No problem.
Okay, now, if she got a program that she think can work, Only thing that stop from working is he ain't got no funding. Okay? I don't in control of no funding.
Sure, you're right.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I was in control of funding, it won't be this problem.
Okay.
Programs that CAA
But-
are there. You said
I don't know. I'm not from CAA, my dear.
no.
But then, my whole movie this is so that we can keep the reason for this is. It's about these brothers stop killing one another. That's the purpose for this being here.
Yeah.
Okay?
Definitely.
So there's no need for arguments about what programs ain't here. My concern is to stop the brothers from killing one another.
But-
So the women, that's what I'm saying, my brother, because let us not have no confrontation.
Oh, no, man.
And let me finish on with this press conference.
I want to ask the mayor. Can I ask the mayor a
Yes, you
question?
can.
Okay, while the mayor is standing here and you speaking for us and everything,
Right.
mayor don't come down here. We don't see the mayor until people like, Banks or Mr. Polk come here. For instance, he just moved.
Right.
For instance,
Right.
come down here.
Right.
We don't see them until they come. I mean, we could have been took care of all this.
Right.
With the little kids.
I agree with
if we got to meet like this to get something, now the mayor should speak.
Right.
I mean, I seen it on the TV. The mayor said, well, they can only do so much. But so much is up on top of the hill. I mean, we don't have nothing
I'm
down
clear.
here. We don't
I'm
have
clear.
no kind of...
My brother. But now, let this be this. Right. But now,
It's been started
right.
with us,
But
man.
now the move is here. You got him here now.
Yeah.
Today is the first. You follow what I'm saying? For everybody to sit on the table and say, hey, let's do this together. We not trying to do this on our own.
no.
He's not trying to do it on his own. She's not trying to do it on her own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now everybody is here. You follow what I'm saying?
Show you right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody is here. To get it together. And that's what this all about, man. Okay?
I know that.
Because every town I've been going in, okay, I grew up in this from his
I have
age.
too, man.
Do you know what I'm
This man
saying?
have here.
Do you know what I'm saying? Okay?
Yeah,
But for the first time, this little shorty can sit there and come up with something. Say, hey, why isn't there a program for me to be able to get a basketball? Just being hypothetical. He can come to the table now.
They closed it down. They had a boy club right there.
Right.
Somebody that Mary knew closed it down.
Then if you want that open right
down in the Harrison home, they had a boy club down there. They closed it down.
Right now, but
So
my
they out
question
here
is
in
this
the
here.
cold.
My thing is this here. Maybe the mayor might, you got elected officials here, you got people running for office. For them to get your vote, you supposed to let them know that you want them centers open.
We gotta vote before they help us.
That's what I'm saying, my brother.
No, I'm asking the mayor that. All right.
That's not it.
Mr. Bradley, I have a question for you, Mr. Bradley.
Yes, ma'am.
In a press release that was faxed to us today, it says that at this press conference, you will announce the results of ongoing discussions. Can you tell me, point for point, your plan to keep the peace between all of these people here and anybody else out in the city that there might be friction between? Tell me your plan.
Okay, my plan is simple. Okay? And the United Nations need to apply this plan. Okay? If these brothers giving me their word that they're not going to kill one another when they will kill for any one of them emblems on there, okay, I believe them. I ain't God. I can't stop every killing. We ain't over to domestic squabbles. We talking about what y'all term is gang banging. We saying that that's over. Like that brother asked for the social centers to be open again, that's up to the mayor to open them up.
So your plan,
Okay.
your plan is simply trusting these people?
My plan, these people, my plan is trusting these young men
These guys and all the other guys?
and the media and the mayor and Mike and everybody else that's concerned about stopping the killing and the community, okay?
But have you all developed a point-by-point plan, whether
No.
it's about meetings or...
The whole thing is this here, okay? This is the first time, I ain't been in the town 48 hours, okay?
But I know
Okay,
you're meeting.
right. Now, the meetings that, what you see here, you see the mayor here, you see them here, where like the gentleman said, once upon a time the mayor wouldn't even come down here. Okay, that's a positive first step, okay? Some people have been wanting to say what they wanted to say to the mayor and probably couldn't get in the office. The mayor came down here to hear what it has to take to make things happen. He don't want to see no one kill each other, them killing each other neither. He's the mayor of the whole city. You see what I'm saying? So my whole thing is by the mayor and Mike and them saying that they can come to the table with them and tell what their problems are. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't have all the answers. I just came and did what they said couldn't be done. And that is to bring brothers who was once fighting one another to come with peace and love and stand here with one another, to be here with the mayor.
Brother Gator, I got a question. They're asking you what you want to do about this. Why don't you ask them what they want to do about this too? What they gonna do to help us?
Right. Mike? Mayor?
Bring it on.
Let the mayor do it. Let the mayor talk then.
I'd like to talk to all of you. First of all, I'd like to welcome Gator to Peoria and thank him for bringing you all together. To bring you members of the different nations together in arms and in love is where a new beginning starts. It's pretty difficult to help when there are different factions going at one another, when it's difficult to, only somebody like Gator could bring you all together. What can the city offer you? If you stay together and if you work together in peace, this community will somehow, some way, begin to respond with some things. We know that uppermost for all of you are some kind of jobs, some kind of income. And we know what you want. We know that there are problems like that throughout our community. But you're not going to achieve that without staying together and coming together and showing us that you are willing to help us help you.
Mayor.
Yes,
I got
sir.
a question. All right, now you open another daycare center right over there, a real big one. When we got more down here, and we got so many daycares down here, how come we don't have anything like the YMCA on the other side of town?
I don't believe the city opened that daycare center. It was probably one of the private agencies that did that. That wasn't the city. Nor did the city open the boys club. The boys and girls clubs are a separate agency of its own. We provide money for them.
Then can the city open the boys club for us on the other side of town?
What?
We don't have to come all the way over here just to get in.
Well, as long as you all are arm in arm, as long as all of you guys and gals are arm in arm working together, I think you ought to come to Mr. Banks or others, to your councilman, and say this is some of the things we'd like to see happen.
Good question, man.
I got another question. Okay, we got a small group here now.
Yeah.
But for the ones that ain't here, that's gonna be out there still killing one another. So in other words, we're gonna have to suffer for their sake too, right?
No.
That's up to you all. That's up to you all to bring everybody together, keep them together.
Right.
We cannot bring everyone together.
No, we can't.
Everyone is not going to come to here. I mean, the people that here, like you said, if everyone could come together, then we will get what we need over on the other side of town. But if everyone don't come, then we can't get it, even though we
Right.
came from all the way over there. We
No,
walked
the whole move
here.
is this here. Right, the whole move is this here, my brother. So that we can understand, so y'all can understand the seriousness about those that don't want you to have peace too. It's called agent provocateurs that will come off in here. The move is this here. This is what I'm saying. It's important that if it were nothing but two people here, if those two locked in arms, you can rest assured God gonna bless you to put an armor around you. I'm telling you what's happening. Take it from me. I'm telling you what's happening, man. When I come in, I know I can get all kind of protection and walk these streets. Since I've been here, I walked it by myself, man. And y'all know in the nation that they ain't half carried. I'm just saying, my brother, the question you brought to the mayor, if you had the heart to come from the other side of town to come here, you wouldn't have had the chance to ask the mayor that question. To get it from him, the fact that if we stay together, you're going to be able to sit at the table and say that you want a center here. You see, I'm glad you asked a question like that because, my brother, there's people all over the country that don't even think that we have that much intelligence to ask a question like that, man.
Can I ask
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, that you ask this question,
And whoever else.
Look, it's up to us, y'all, to make everything work here.
But can I ask you a
Like-
question though?
Yeah, like brothers, if brothers don't want to honor this peace treaty, they're gonna have to honor this. We not gonna go out and put pistols out here. Brothers dying, man. We don't want that no more. You know, so we got to make it work. This is what this is all about. We got to make it work. It's not what they're gonna do. It's what we're gonna do. They're gonna do their part if we do ours. Our concern is doing our part.
People in the city say y'all want the disciples and the lords to quit killing each other, but how can we? Every time we come in this projects to play ball or something, We getting a
That's
trespass
over.
tickets.
That ain't happening no more. That's over.
What about all these
You get
trespass tickets? Every time we step in these projects to get somebody to play basketball, we going to jail.
What's trespassing tickets? I ain't up on that. What's that? That's for the city?
You can't go in. You cannot step in these projects.
Hold on, Mayor. Where's the police? Hold on. Where's the police? Chief.
Wait a minute, though, before the chief.
Hold on, wait a minute, man. Wait, man.
All right, guys, listen. Here's the chief.
Chief,
Here's the chief.
I ain't up on this trans.
Can I ask them that?
Ask that question.
All right. If y'all want us to stop, if you want the disciples and the vice lords to stop killing people, then why every time we step in these water holes to get somebody to play basketball, we always getting trespassing tickets? We either get trespassing tickets or getting thrown out or getting harassed by the police.
Well,
just because of the way we have our hats turned.
Well, the way that the trespass law reads, that is, you are here and you're not supposed to be here. Then you get a trespass.
To be here.
Do you live here?
Okay, can I say something?
This is a public parking, so we can play around here. This is public.
I'm talking about walking on that sidewalk right here, on the golf on the water hole.
You're not involved in anything that you shouldn't be, and for the sake of ensuring peace, I'll see to it that we adjust our stance on the tickets.
No, what I'm saying is,
the thing is this:
we don't got no ballpark on that other side of town, so we come here to get one. We get a trespassing ticket. We don't have to live in the one of homes to play here.
If you're here playing ball, you won't get a ticket.
Oh, there's many a times that I've been harassed.
But you just heard him. He said you won't get it. Now, if you get it, you can call any one of these reporters, any one of these stations.
If you're here playing ball and doing what you should be, you won't get a ticket. If you're here doing something you shouldn't, you'll get a ticket.
All right, I got a question. How come if I'm out at Landmark, like it happened Christmas Day, I was out at Landmark and I just got done. Matter of fact, I was talking to my friend because I was finna go to a movie, and then all of a sudden some cop named John Richter or Richard or something like that harassed me, my cousin, and my other 4 cousins. Harassed us, and then he told us to go to the movies. So we went to the movies. When we came back, matter of fact, he pushed me in the back of my head, and I came about this close away from hitting the table at the bowling alley. But then when we came back from the movies, we was using the phone to call my uncle, and when my uncle was on his way to come, we got kicked out of Landmark. And when we was since we didn't have our coats with us because we was driving anyway, my uncle was coming to pick us up, we got kicked out. But then when my cousin wanted to stay inside, he got harassed so much that he got put up against the wall, and his nightstick up in his back while this cop named John Richter, something like that, came up to him and put this stick in his back when he got harassed when we didn't do anything. We didn't start no trouble.
I can't answer for a specific incident because I'm not familiar with the incident. I can't answer your question.
Let me ask you a question.
I called you about this incident when they said you was out, and they said come down Monday morning. When I came down Monday morning, they said you was at some meeting with the mayor or something like that, and they told me to come back some other time. So when I left and I came back, they said you was gone again. So when I'm gonna get to talk to you about this incident?
You just did, bro.
You just did.
All right, now what are you gonna do about this?
Well, I don't know. I'll look into it. That's all I can tell you.
You can look into it, but like I said,
let's get on to some other points.
Let's talk about some more significant issues. This is the first time I've ever heard about this transit. Okay, you got councilmen.
That's just walking.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, my brother. This is what I'm saying. The power that y'all have here. Okay. You got an election come up here on the 23rd. Okay. You got councilmen that's running for office. Okay. If that's the city ordinance, they can rescind that city ordinance.
We can't vote.
That's what I'm saying, my brother.
Yes.
You know?
Not if you ain't old enough, you can't do it.
There's
almost a majority of them out here ain't number 17 years old.
Right, but this though, man. This though, man.
Mr. Bradley.
Your mothers and can vote, man.
Mr. Bradley, or any of the people here, are some of the older members of these organizations here?
Right.
Could we talk to you?
Not
I have a
really.
question for you.
Yes.
Could you step forward to the microphone?
Sure.
And please, I would like to hear what you have.
My name is
to say.
John O'Quinn.
I'm John what?
O'Quinn.
What gang are you?
I'm
a nation.
I'm a nation. It's not no gang. It's an organization.
Mr. O'Quinn, my question is,
Right.
Mr. Bradley said that.
Wait a minute. First of all,
Can we go ahead
First of all, the whole move is this here, because it's going off to some which you give me the impression that you don't care one way or the other. Okay, so because the move is this here. Because the move is this here. The move is this. Okay? The whole thing, hold on, Mike. Wait a minute, Mike. The whole thing about it is this here. Okay? What you see here is something that you thought that you would never see. Okay? That's the reason for this. Want to answer your question? And then let Mike say something, then
let him finish.
Yeah.
I know.
They want to
Four.
they want to see without getting any insights or any views. That's why they stopping us from speaking now.
Is that all?
What?
And then they call the mayor down here. They call the police chief down here. Everybody looks all nice and good, so it looks good on their records. When re-election comes around, oh, we made a positive.
You know what? You know what I say about critics? What I say about critics? If they think it's so wonderful for Israel to sit down with 4 terrorist countries in the name of peace, okay, and they want to go to Somalia to make a move on little children about the food and don't want to go to Bosnia, I'm saying give them the same chance and the same respect to try to better their life. You know, that's all I'm saying. You know, if I find it hard, I find it easy to believe whenever African Americans want to come together for peace, everybody say it's so hard to believe. Okay? None of these guys here have blew up 299 people. Okay? Which some of the groups that Israel is talking with has killed 299 American citizens where some of their brothers may have been over there fighting. Yet it's easy for them to sit down at the table. None of these guys has dropped an atom bomb on Japan. Yet it's easy, this is what I'm saying, yet it's easy for the United States to tell Japan, forgive us for what we did. Soon as these brothers ask for forgiveness for what they did to the community, everybody found it hard for them to come together. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, let it be like it, because hey, it's hard up here. Some of these brothers then lost people. I lost 2 brothers to this. Saying, okay, for me to sit off in a room with someone who was my enemy and say, forget the fact that I've lost someone, forget the fact that you lost someone, let's get together so that he can grow up. That's thinking about the future. Nobody else jumped out, none of the elected officials jumped out and saying anything about the fact that they got plans to lock every African-American male up. If I kill someone, everybody standing in this crowd would go to jail for murder with me, and I stand and say I did the killing. We're the only ethnic group that got a multiple hookup like that. You follow what I'm saying? We making these moves for Shorty. You follow what I'm saying? That's what the whole move is about. He coming to the 21st century, okay? We get tired of seeing 16 to 17-year-old males coming there with their lives wiped out. We got the only community, if somebody get caught with a bag of crack over there and he's 16, he get tried as an adult. You know what I'm saying? These moves that we making so everyone else can understand. I pray that it happen. Their mothers is praying that it happen. You know, so those questions about what's going to happen if the sun don't shine, if it rain, if somebody go off, somebody go off. And these brothers sit there and say that they sincere about it. That same anger they had amongst one another going to be directed to that one that's going off. I'm out of here.
You said you've been talking about they're breaking down mice, but you were saying how everyone here is like trying to be negative, or not everyone, but what would you want to say as far as something positive, because you are a member of the nation?
This is positive.
I think what that people can't understand is that we don't understand the strength of faith that you all have, because the average person probably doesn't have.
You see it right now. This is the beginning of something positive. We're about progress, not retrogress. You understand what I'm saying? That's why this is happening like the way it is. This is the first step right here. And once it starts with us, then maybe we can get something happening from there. But it takes brothers like this, Brother Banks, Brother Gator, for them to come down there and pull us together. And these people been here. I mean, the city council, mayor, everybody been here. But I ain't seen nobody come down like these brothers did and try to get us together like this. And this is the first sign of some kind of positiveness here, some kind of productiveness.
I think we're forgetting one thing. You can't plan in the middle of a fight other than to plan how to save yourself. If you ask how we gonna solve all the problems around here, first we gotta have the ability to have dialogue. That's what this is. Okay? This gives us the ability to sit down and talk about how all these little problems are keeping them apart. Okay?
I think just my personal opinion, the misconceptions, people, everything's being perfect right now.
It will not be perfect. This is just the first step in a 1,000-mile journey. The very first step.
We tired of dying anyway. You know what I'm saying? Why not have something productive like this to start it off? This is the first step of all steps.
First thing they can start doing is by trying to get a brother a job. That's what I'm saying.
That's what we need most.
That's what everybody needs.
Man.
In that way, that when nobody get in trouble.
Hey, all the buses they got, they start getting them buses, you know, taking them out, you know, everybody get dressed up, you know, see, got jobs open, take them down there, see, can't they get them a job, you know? That's just
if
like
it ain't
me.
nothing but cleaning up a park or picking up
That's
paper.
what I'm saying. You know, keep them selling this stuff.
As we bring tonight's program to a close, we'd be remiss if we didn't thank Brother Wallace Gator Bradley from coming down to visit with us. For you and our viewing audience, we hope you were informed by the information that we chose to share with you this evening. I know as I worked with Brother Bradley, I certainly became educated and learned a lot. I think the piece of video that we're sharing on the screen is the key piece, though, and that is the whole question of unity. I think there are some other key themes that were shared with us tonight, aside from jobs and peace, the whole issue of representation and voting. Young people who are involved in these organizations need their parental support. Take this program very seriously, and then you must act. And now the ball is in your court. So till next week, this has been Mike Banks and Captions. Good evening.
Thank you, Mr. Banks. And a footnote to this program, which originally aired in February, the mayor did appoint a task force. The task force on youth came up with the Build Peoria plan. And remember, this Build Peoria plan is a program for youth, not just gangs. It's for youth who need to have an education, who need to get some skills, to get some self-confidence and self-esteem instilled in them so they can continue to be productive citizens. This is something that's not been happening in the last 12 years, both nationally and locally. You know the old adage, pay now or pay more later. And that is something that's been going on for the last 12 years. And now you see the results. This is Captions. Good evening.
Which one would you choose, my brothers? If there was no day or night, which would you prefer to be right? How long have you hated your white teacher? Who told you you love your black preacher? Do you respect your brother's woman friend? And share with black folks not of kin. People